Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm not gonna give you guys a recipe today. This is just like a weekly update, and I know I've been giving you guys like a whole boatload of natural recipes because I was sick with COVID. I thank God that I feel much better today. Finally, like, I feel like I'm getting back to myself now, and I'm still just a teeny bit congested. And I still have like a cough, and but yeah, everything else seems like everything is done. I went through all, like, I basically feel cured now. I feel cured, I feel healthy, I feel whole in the name of Jesus, and I'm grateful. And I just wanted to give you guys like an update, because I know I gotta like separate my videos, so like you'll see like just the ones with the recipes and just the ones with the like weekly updates like of my life and stuff, because I know it's like a whole bunch. It's like a mixture. So the last update I was talking about my life was like I got COVID, you know. So I'm just gonna cut up some strawberries while I'm talking to you guys, because I have to cut some strawberries up. But then, like, yeah, like I was saying, what was I saying? I'm sorry, I don't know if I can do this to talk at the same time because I get distracted easily. But yeah, the video that I gave, I recorded, was saying, like, you know, I got COVID, and I was telling you guys that I started a new job. Oh Lord, people. Well, that job is no longer because the Lord told me to quit. He actually told me to depart from the job. Honestly, he gave that to me in his word. I'm like, Lord, honestly, I was saying something a couple days ago, and I'm like, Lord, do you want me to be at this job? Because it's like, okay, let me like just start at the beginning, honestly, because so I guess the Lord was telling me like still like to be still and stuff, and I wasn't listening. I wasn't taking heed. I was following like what the world was saying, what my family members were saying. Oh, you need a job, you need to go get a job, da 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 da. So, and my own self, I'm like, oh, I need a job too. Like, I don't want to be home, you know, all day. Like, what am I going to do with myself? I'm getting bored, I'm getting antsy, I'm not making any money. Like, how am I going to afford to buy things and like buy food or buy you know, pay bills? So I'm like, I have to go and get a job, you know. So so I just was applying to, like, yeah. And then first I just got a thought in my mind, like, okay, like, what job is for me? Because like, I wanted a job, but I didn't want a job that I would hate, you know. So I'm like, what can I do? And I'm like, oh, let me do childcare. You know, I can't hate the children, you know. Like, that would be, I never did that before, you know. I never worked with kids before, and I really like, I like kids. I love babies and all that stuff. So I prayed about it, Lord. I'm like, Lord, let me be able to work with kids, you know. I never did that before, and I really want to see how that is, you know. Maybe, you know, this job I won't hate, you know, like all the other jobs that I hated. And I'm like, Lord, just please, like, give me a chance. You know, I don't have, you know, experience at all. And, you know, I had like some phone interviews, or even some people reached out to like say, hey, you know, you want to interview for this daycare or whatever. And I'm like, it was one day, or I guess preschool you could call it, that I had a phone interview with. But as soon as I said, yo, I don't have any experience. I don't have any experience. And then she's like, oh, well, unfortunately, yeah. Like, why? I mean, you saw my resume. Why didn't you saw I didn't have any experience with children? So why would you even hit me up in the first place? So that was done. And then there was another one that reached out to me, and I'm like, oh, cool, okay, cool. But for some reason, I looked on the reviews, and the reviews were horrible. They were like, oh, they treat the children bad, and they treat the parents bad, and things like that. So I was like hesitant to like respond back to them. So I didn't I didn't reach it. Like, they called me and like emailed me, but I didn't reach out to them. I'm like, oh no, I saw your reviews, and I know any places can change, but I still just didn't want to. But honestly, like I asked the Lord, Lord, I really want to work with kids. I really want to work with kids. Like, I prayed, I prayed fervently about it, and I'm like, just please give me this chance and this opportunity. Like, I really like kids, and I miss kids. Like, I miss when my nieces and nephews were little, because they were like small and cute and adorable. They're not small anymore or adorable. Say no, I love my nieces and nephews, but they're not babies anymore, and it sucks. And I want I want to be with babies and stuff. So, and like, honestly, when I said that, then that's when like I applied to the jobs, and honestly, like the calls were like rolling in, and I'm like, oh snap, God, yeah, thank you, like like you really answering me right now. I love that, right? When God just like, you pray and then it just happens in like real time. And yeah, it was like as soon as I prayed that, then I started getting calls. So I'm like, okay, God, ew, what is that? That looks so gross. Anyway, but yeah, what was I talking about? Excuse me. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, so okay, and then I applied to, and this was like even before I kind of like prayed about it, but I applied to this school, this daycare, whatever you want to call it, preschool, because honestly, it's not really a school. It's just like a place where like little kids go. Like, we didn't teach them anything. All they did was like play all day. Yeah, you might say like, oh, say red and blue, or count to 10 or something like that, but it's not really a school. There's not like really any educators there, but yeah, so I applied to that school, and I applied like 7 times, guys, really, and each time they denied me, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And it was so convenient. I applied there, and I kept applying because it was so convenient there, because it was only 7 minutes away from my house, and it just, I don't know, it just looked like a really, like, I mean, the pay wasn't that bad, but it wasn't good either. Like, I had like a $3 pay cut from my original job that I quit for that one. And I'm like, you know what, whatever, like, thank God my rent is being paid for the next couple of months, so I don't really have to worry about like big bills like that. So I could just take it, and like I could just take the job and just just be productive, and not just be sitting home doing nothing. But so yeah, so anyway, I applied, and like I said, I got denied. But for some reason, it was like a random day. I was at my mom's house. I wasn't paying attention to my phone that much, and I finally looked at my phone, and I saw that the lady had texted me of the school, and they already denied me. I already got that rejection letter in the email, but for some reason, some miraculous reason, right, from the Lord, that she reached out to me, and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at that. And at this time, I was like, I don't want it anymore. Y'all denied me so many times. So I'm like, I was like reluctant. I'm like, okay, sure, I'll, I will do an interview like tomorrow or whatever. And I interviewed, and it's going on 10 minutes, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm like, I don't know how to do a story time, a short story time. Like, you guys just gonna have to have patience. Either you sit through the video, the whole video, because I can't tell you like the beginning, middle, and end all within 15 minutes, you guys. But yeah, I had the interview, and everything was going right and well. She was cool. She took me around to see like the place and the kids, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so nice. Like, but I was really like, so, I don't know, I couldn't explain it, you guys. I was so like even leading up to the interview, I was so like depressed. I can't, like, now I see why, like, in hindsight, but I was so depressed. Like, I didn't want to go. And I'm like, honestly, I had a conversation with the Lord. I was like, honestly, Lord, this is only what even though I asked for it, but I'm like, is this what I really get? Like, this is it for sacrificing my whole job and relying on you? Like, this is what I get? A job that's $3 lower than what I was making before, so I'm not even going to be making as much. It's going to be enough, like, to pay, like, regular bills and stuff. And it, like, I don't know, I just felt so like cheated almost. And I'm like, Lord, like, I sacrificed my whole job so that I could get blessed, like, get a better blessing, but I don't know, maybe because I wasn't being still like he was telling me to, and I was just trying to go out and do my own thing. I wasn't literally waiting on the Lord. And this is the message for, like, the message of the story. Like, wait on the Lord. The Lord will give you what you want. Like, if you make your request known, even if he knows it's not what you need or even what you like or anything, if you're begging, like, God, please, I really want this,